Hey, welcome back to the channel. It is time for this month's O.C.D gaming news, and there's a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. So welcome back. I am apologizing for the lack of my green screen. That adds like 3 extra steps to my editing process, and ain't nobody got time for that because my technology is revolting on me. I had lost so much footage yesterday. I am not even playing. My hair is a hot mess. I'm whatever. This is as real as we're going to get today. We're going to just worry about the news today because I have been so busy this week. My poor Daisy has been sick all week, so I've been caring for my little girl, so I'm a little behind. First of all, shout out to the infected Patreons who support me. Thank you so much. Special shout out to D Cells, Sven Jacobs, and Dave934. Thank you so much for your very generous contributions to this channel and to everyone else who watches. I appreciate it so much, but special shout out to you guys. This is part of their perk for being a top tier $10 a month Patreon, $10 and up a month, I should say. So you guys are super generous. So thank you so much for all your love and support. I really appreciate it. So let's get to the news. So much happened this month, Naughty Dog style. I did a separate video all on the Year of the Dog. I'll link this in the description. I'll put a link for it in this video. Neil Druckman revealed it's the Year of the Dog, y'all. Neil Druckman had posted a pic on Twitter with him and an adorable German Shepherd in a mocap suit, and I have never been so happy in my damn life. So it is confirmed that some sort of companion animal, I don't know if it's some sort of animal, will be in the game. Not sure if it is going to be a wolf like was shown in the Outbreak Day poster or a dog. Either way, I could not be more hyped. I'm thinking that this is going to be Ellie's companion. Throughout the game, like Ellie was Joel's companion. I think she's going to help her with fighting, have her back. I think it's going to be a friendly companion. What do you guys think? Are you excited by that news? I just think it opens up a world of possibilities for the game. So I'm really happy about that. At GDC this month, Neil Druckman was there giving a speech talking about his inspirations for The Last of Us and for Uncharted 4. Talked about some cutscenes from the game. So very interesting. Also, I know Neil Druckman was out practicing on his downtime with Ashley Johnson working on the bow and arrow. He was practicing shooting. Here is a picture of Mr. Druckman with his Last of Us shirt on, actually learning how to shoot a bow and arrow, which Ashley Johnson, since she worked on the first game, shout out to him, like living and breathing in his art, because I'm all for it. And it looks like a lot of fun, and I know he is going nose deep on really living and breathing for this game, so I am all about it. Bows and arrows confirmed, Joel. One last bit of Naughty Dog news, but this is some good news. So usually when we're going through the video game news for the month, I am telling you all about everybody jumping ship at Naughty Dog, but this month we have some really good news for our fearless leader, Neil Druckman, who was made vice president of Naughty Dog. Also, some promotions went out to Kurt Margiano, M. Schatz, and Anthony Newman, who goes by Bad Data on Twitter. I follow all of them. I am so happy for all of them. You know they bust their ass at that dev studio. So shout out to all the dogs. Congratulations. Okay, so we had a lot of release dates announced this month. The first one that I'm really excited about is Detroit Become Human, May 25th, 2018. I have been following this game since day one. I'm so excited to play it. I'm excited to play it on the channel. I am so hyped. I got to play the demo at PlayStation Experience, and it was incredible. Really smooth playing. You really feel that tension, and I feel like it has so much replayability. So I am all in. I have been all in since day one. I did a fan tribute video for this game because I'm obsessed with it and I'm in love with it, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I am praying that I don't kill any of the three androids. I better not. I better keep them alive. I want to keep everybody alive. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm going to damn well try. Also, some Death Stranding news going on this month. Kojima was in LA and he was busy at work with Norman Reedus. And we also found out by deleted tweet that Troy Baker is also working on the game, and he plays a part, no doubt, because he also was in Metal Gear Solid. So I guess he is continuing that tradition, and I am really looking forward to seeing Norman Reedus in a video game. And also Troy Baker. So they were in LA shooting, and he was posting so many pictures of Norman Reedus in the mocap suit. I did a separate video on that because there was way too much information to wait for the video game news for the news for the month. So that's just a quick recap in case you didn't see that video. Some sad news this month, but maybe it's for the best. My Days Gone has been delayed. Oh no, why God, why? So, you know, I have been waiting like Christmas for this game to come out. I have been following it since day one. I have done videos upon videos of that game, breaking it down. Every frame of those trailers I have memorized. I am obsessed with this game. It hasn't even come out yet. And I had a feeling that, of course, you know, with most games nowadays, they get delayed. It happens. But I'm almost glad, believe it or not, you know, like, hold on to your motorcycles. I'm almost happy that it is delayed because there's so many games coming out. And I feel like Days Gone really needs its own moment to shine. Video game fatigue, I think that's going to be going on in 2018. We have God of War coming out. Far Cry 5 is coming out this month. Next week, as a matter of fact. So we have Far Cry 5, we have God of War, we have Detroit Become Human, other indie games that are coming out in between. Then in September, it was just revealed yesterday that Shadow of the Tomb Raider, my dogs are about to go crazy right now. Shadow of the Tomb Raider was just announced on Thursday that they released a 20-second teaser trailer for Miss Lara Croft and her magical hair. CG or not, those fucking cutscenes looked beautiful. And I'm so hyped for it. I think it's going to be incredible. We will be getting a full trailer in April 24th, and it will be out in September 14th, which is a Friday. This had all leaked prior. The announcement of the game was leaked because one of the guys working at the studio was caught working on the train should have been top secret, and someone, you know, screen grabbed a picture of him working on the title of the game and what it was about. So we kind of knew it was coming, which we kind of knew anyway, even if that didn't happen. But it was kind of leaked that there was going to be a teaser trailer, and then it was leaked that it was going to be released September, and all these leaks were right. They were correct. That's September, and then we have Red Dead Redemption in October. So even if it did come out this year, it might have gotten buried underneath. I don't think that's why they delayed it. I think they only delayed it because they want to make it perfect. Sam Witwer was on an interview yesterday with the Electric Playground. I watched that, and he was saying this was one of the games where usually when you start out making a video game, you start out big, and then as you know, as development goes along, you get smaller and smaller, and then it's like you can only do so much, so you get this much when you really wanted this much. But he said the exact opposite has happened for Days Gone. Now, you know, Sam Witwer is playing Deacon St. John in Days Gone, so he's been working on it. He can't say much, but he says the amount of work that they started was here, like big, and it is just getting bigger and bigger because they want it to be perfect. They want it to be a great game, and they're just making the experience better. So shout out to him for spilling a little tea on not to be worried why it's getting delayed. So I'm really happy that it is not getting delayed for any other reason. And I'm just really happy that if it's the best thing for the game, you kind of expect games to be released late nowadays anyway, but it seems like it's for the best. And I will be waiting for that game to come out because I am so hyped for it. So let me know in the comments. Another disappointment in the news of video games, but what can you do? I'd rather have a perfect game or a game that's not buggy and messed up, and then I can just enjoy playing instead of being worried that I can't, you know, it's just not what I expected. I'd rather have it later because I think the only window that it would have been a good time for them to come out would have been July or August. But it looks like that's not to be. I have a feeling we're going to see it before the end of February next year. Mark my words. I will come back to this video and see if I was right, but I bet you any amount of money that it's going to be coming out by the end of February 2019. That's normally a slow time for video games, It would be a perfect time for it to come out. It would have its own year. It would have its own moment. And I think it deserves it. So I'm really excited for it. This month we had the DICE Awards. So here's a list of all the winners from the DICE Awards this month. I didn't even watch it this year. I just did not I did not enjoy it last year. I kind of turned it off. Like I was just like, it kind of bombed for me last year. And I had no desire to watch it this year. So I just waited for I waited for the news of all the winners. So here are the winners, and shout out to all the winners. So some sad news for Hangar 13. They had laid off a significant amount of employees this month, which is really sad because I really enjoyed Mafia 3 and I wish them nothing but the best. And I'm hoping that they're working on something incredible. Hopefully those people who were laid off can find jobs. You just hear this every month. It's more often than not that game devs are shutting its doors or a majority of their workforce is being laid off. So really sad to hear about that. So 2 founders of the company who made Call of Duty are leaving the company. Sledgehammer Games co-founders and Call of Duty World War II directors Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield left the company they started. Kotaku has learned Aaron Hallam will take over the top role of the studio. Even though they're leaving Sledgehammer, they're still going to stay with the publisher. Okay, so new from My PlayStation, you can manage your PSN profile, you can add friends and send messages, check your trophies and more from your web browser. My PlayStation is now live. Have you guys tried it? I haven't tried it yet. So Don't gave us some information on Life is Strange Season 2. They told us to keep our eyes peeled for news of the new game coming out. Within the next few months, we should be seeing some things. Expect some news in the coming months for information on the new game, Season 2 for Life is Strange, with new characters and a new story. Now, how do you guys feel about this? Are you excited to try new characters? Since we've pretty much told the story of Max and Chloe and of Rachel Amber, from start to finish, there's nothing left to tell of their story yet. But I don't know how I feel about new characters, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome because I love the original Life is Strange. It's not perfect, and I had some issues with the story of the prequel with Rachel. Just some issues that things just didn't check out. But I still enjoyed it, and I still liked it. So, but I did a video about it, like the problem with Life is Strange with the loose ends and the suspension of disbelief. Some of the storylines didn't pan out to what they had to set up for. But I'm still excited for Season 2, and I will be playing it on my channel. And I hope it's just as good as a story as they had for Season 1. Okay, shout out to Miss Rain Artwork coming through this month with the video game art. Thank you so much for this beautiful picture of Ellie. And I am so appreciative that she showed up. My video game news was not the same without her beautiful artwork last month. So thank you to Miss Rain for sharing your beauty with us. We love it. Thank you. If you guys have any video game artwork that you want to share on this channel, please send it to me. You can just message me on Twitter or leave me a comment in the box below and let me know. Anything video game art that I can put up on the channel, you know what I mean. But anyway, so thank you to Miss Rain and her beautiful artwork. Here are the video game release dates for the upcoming month. What game are you excited about the most to play? I know that God of War and Far Cry 5 are pretty much on everybody's list, but there's so many games coming out you might have to choose because our wallets are crying already. How do we get to choose? I am going to be playing all the AAA games coming out this year. So if you cannot afford to buy it for yourself, please watch it on the channel. By doing that, you can support me and sharing my videos. So if you don't have the money to play it, just watch along with me. Okay, now it's time for the yes and the mess. So my yes for this month was absolutely 100% the promotion for Neil Druckman to vice president of Naughty Dog. It literally came as no surprise to me that they had promoted him to this position. He has been working at that company, killing it. So this is a huge achievement unlocked. So congratulations to you, Mr. Neil Druckman. I know you're going to keep on bringing it for us because you've been killing it so far and you just seem to be getting better. He's getting stronger. So shout out to ND Neil Druckman, ND Naughty Dog, Nathan Drake, whatever you want to say. It's meant to be. It's just meant to be, y'all. It's time for the mess. And y'all, I got a mess for you in the gaming world this month. Hold on one second. I am putting on my glasses because I'm about to read a bitch. The library is open. So my mess this month goes out to the I don't want to say president. This goes out to Donald Trump and his shenanigans and the fuckery that he pulls normally. You know, forget about that. We're going to keep it just to the video game world. But the ignorance of always, he had the audacity to blame all of these school shootings that's been happening in the United States on video games. Because yes, it's of course something else. It's the scapegoat. Now, I was not having this fuckery. I was not having this jackassery. I was not having this nonsense. I was not having it. Now, first of all, people play video games all over the fucking world. All over the world. Not just here. And nobody in the world has the amount of mass shootings that we have in this fucking country. So tell me, how does that make sense? And that is not the real problem, and I am not about it. So I am just letting you know that these tragedies have got to stop. And you've got to stop placing the blame where it does not belong. Video games. Look, I am a vegetarian, cruelty-free, rescuing, tree hugger, whatever you want to call me. I am a peaceful person, right? And I play the most violent video games. I couldn't even hurt a fly. I can't even hurt a spider, like literally. So I'm about to go off on this right now because this is the most, it is fuckery, it is jackassery, and it is nonsense, and I'm not having it. So Trump, you need to shut the fuck up and keep video games out your mouth. And that is all. The library is now closed. Okay, guys. So that is it for this month's O.C.D gaming news. Thanks so much for watching and sharing these videos and liking these videos. If you can, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. And if you would like to support me further, if you can support me on Patreon. The link is in the description and my About page. It is Patreon at O.C.Deidre, DEIDRE. And you can join at any level. There's a $1 level, $5 level, and a $10 level. Or you could just leave a tip without having to worry about a monthly payment. I appreciate any and all support. But as you can see from my tweets the other day that I lost so much footage of my reactions to like one of the best parts of Wolfenstein 2, and I am still shook over it. Like, I'm still not over it. I'm still angry about it. So I'm trying to get an actual camera instead of using my iCamera. So that's what the money is going for. Video games, new equipment. I literally have my Mac. That is my camera. That is my iMovie, my free, everything that's included because I don't make any money on this channel. So I would like to have the quality jumped up. But if not, please share these videos. You can still support me by liking, sharing, leave me a comment. I love talking to you guys. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back with more.